Are you looking for peace of mind at your doorstep? Look no further. With the Blink Video Doorbell, your home's entrance is always within your control. Check out the link in the video description to learn more and get your Blink Video Doorbell on Amazon. Your home is in your hands.
Beefed up anti-terrorism laws will be used to try to tackle the small boats crisis, under plans to be unveiled by the government in the King's Speech. Home Secretary Yvette Cooper intends to use Labour's thumping Commons majority to extend powers under the Terrorism Act to organised immigration crime, and she is now headhunting a former top spy, such as Sir Alexander Younger, the ex-MI6 chief, to fill the role of Border Security Commander. A total of 590 cross-channel migrants arrived between last Tuesday and Friday. Ms. Cooper is also planning to increase by 50% the number of specialist officers from Britain's National Crime Agency, NCA, stationed within Europol, the EU's crime-fighting agency, as part of the new drive. It came as a former border chief yesterday claimed Kurdish people smuggling gangs are now calling Sir Keir Starmer the friendly one, after he scrapped former Prime Minister Rishi Sunak's plan to send migrants to Rwanda. Kevin Saunders, the ex-chief immigration officer at the UK Border Agency, said, "The Kurds are calling the Prime Minister the friendly one, because they now think he is their big friend who's going to look after them all when they get to England. I think the Rwanda scheme, was a deterrent, and we saw that the people were concerned about what was going to happen, fleeing to the Republic of Ireland because they did not want to risk going to Rwanda." Speaking to BBC Radio 4's Today programme, Mr. Saunders added, "The mayor of Boulogne summed it up, the UK is paying France £500 million to stop the boats leaving France. Yet when they reach the UK, we roll out the red carpet and treat the refugees extremely well." He was saying we are almost too nice to these people, and we should offer more of a deterrent. The issue of migrants arriving in the UK on small boats from France bedeviled the dying days of the last Conservative administration, and is high on Sir Keir's crisis preparedness list for his first weeks in office. As sunny, calm conditions on the Channel tend to encourage the crossings, a border force vessel had to rescue more migrants off the Kent coast yesterday. The Prime Minister's aides have been praying for rain to limit the chance of his honeymoon period in Downing Street being spoiled by a surge in numbers. Labour sources said the Home Secretary hoped the package of measures would succeed ere the Tories failed because they were obsessed with Rwanda and didn't have the parliamentary bandwidth to pass the necessary laws. Ms. Cooper will speak to Catherine de Ball, the Executive Director of Europol, in the coming days about cooperation with her new Border Security Command, which will combine the expertise of the NCA, intelligence agencies, police, immigration enforcement and border force to boost border security, under the direction of the new commander. After Neil Basu, the UK's former head of counter-terrorism, declined to apply for the role, Ms. Cooper is understood to have drawn up a wish list of candidates which includes Sir Alexander, Tom Hurd, the former Director General of the Office for Security and Counter-Terrorism, and Lindsay Chadwick, the Director of Intelligence at the Metropolitan Police. On taking office, Ms. Cooper spoke to Graham Biggar, the Director General of the NCA, to stress the need to break the business model of the criminal smuggling gangs, sources said. Legislation in Wednesday's King's Speech will place new restrictions on the internet access and banking of people smugglers. It will also extend powers in the Terrorism Act 2000 to conduct stop and search operations on the border, investigate money laundering activities and monitor bank accounts. The laws would also apply the powers used to thwart terror attacks by searching and seizing items from the premises of people traffickers. Ms. Cooper said, "Criminal gangs are undermining our border security and putting lives at risk, as we saw in the Channel again tragically this week. An entire criminal industry has been allowed to take hold both along our border and through sophisticated criminal networks across Europe and beyond." She added, "It is appalling that for so long they have just been able to get away with it. We are determined to launch major new operations to pursue the gangs, the boats and the money. Our new Border Security Command will coordinate efforts across our intelligence agencies, immigration,